guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting. So we will continue with our manga. So let's go to the right square. Let's read. Hast du gehört? Guckt euch diesen Typen mal an. Hat Miporin gesagt. Like always, we check out the verbs first. Hören, to hear. And we have the past tense, hast gehört. Angucken is to have a look, to have a watch, or to check something out. Angucken, it's an opening verb, and we have the preposition at the end. Sagen, to say something, and again we have past tense. So he did say. The nouns here, we had them before. Der Typ, it's male. The guy. Miporin is a name. Everything else should be clear. Diesen means that. We have to change it because it's accusative and male, en. So, did you hear? Check out that guy. He said, Miporin. Mal in this case means like a casuality or a quick thing, like have a look or check him out a second, like this. It's not easy to translate in English, but it's for an emphasis on casuality or quickness of an action. Next one. Das ist zu geil. Bahahaha. Okay. The verb here, to be, ist, and we have an adjective, geil. Geil by itself is actually excited or horny or aroused. But young people and people who want to stay young, they also use it for cool, crass, extreme, awesome, stuff like that. Zu, it's too. Something is too much of something. But in this case, of course, it's youth language as well. It's like extremely. This is too funny to me. Next one. Was ist so lustig, ihr Löcher? Same verb as before, to be. And we have another adjective, lustig, funny. So what's so funny, you a-holes? Das Loch, the hole, just giving you the grammar, it's neutral. That's Loch. So what's so funny? We can also read here this little information. Miporin ist der Spitzname von Nakayama Miho, japanische Sängerin. Der Spitzname, male, it means the nickname. Sängerin, this female singer, die Sängerin. And Japanisch, an adjective, but in front of a noun. The Japanese singer. And of course, the verb now for the third time is to be. Okay, we continue. Digga, ich krieg mich nicht mehr ein. Check out the verb. Einkriegen needs sich. In this case, of course, mich, because the verb reflects of the subject. Sich einkriegen means to get a grip, to get a hold of oneself, to calm down. And of course, we have here a negative expression with nicht. Mehr, it's like anymore. So he says, I cannot get over it. I cannot control myself. In this case, it's like I can't stop laughing, right? So he's like, it's too funny. I can't stop. Digger is slang. Digger comes from dicker. It's like fat or big, like fat guy or big guy. And it's for buddy or bro, like this. It's good to understand it, but you shouldn't use it maybe as a running gag or something, but don't use it too much. The same as geil or something like that, because it's a little cringy if you are over 15. Let's go to the next one. Hey, sind das Yuji und Miko? Again, we have here sind, to be, and everything else should be clear. Hey, are those Yuji and Miko? And the other one says, glaub schon. Glauben, to believe or to think sometimes. And schon is like the answer to a question when you want to say that the other person is right in a way. So I think so, it would be, hey du Penner. Der Penner is a word for homeless person, but it is an insult. You can only say it to really close friends if you want to play it cool. Der Penner. But you shouldn't do it, actually. And don't say it to homeless people, of course, because it's really rude and not necessary. But in this case, it's just like, hey, you a-hole, or hey, you idiot, you know, like for fun. Next one. Na, Was macht ihr zwei denn hier? Mal abgesehen von Schwänzen. Verbs first. Machen, to do or to make. And this one here is not a verb in this case, but it comes from a verb. Schwänzen means to cut off school. So the first one is easy. It says, na was macht ihr zwei? So the first part is like, what are you guys doing here? Here is here. Then is for emphasis. Ihr zwei, you two. And I will not translate, of course, the profanity because we don't need it. And now we have a nice expression here. Mal abgesehen von. Depending on how you use it, we have two things we can translate it into. In this case, it is more like other than. So he says, other than cutting school. So what are you guys doing here other than just cutting school? But you can also use it as except. Depends on how you use it, what kind of signal words you use. You can say, for example, abgesehen von Kiku ist jeder gekommen. It means, except Kiku, everyone came. So you have to keep this in mind, but it's a good word or pattern to use because it just needs von and then a noun. As I said before, schwänzen is actually a verb, but we made it into a noun by taking a capital letter, an infinitive. If you want to Google this grammar, it's called Nominalisierung. Next one. Hältst du endlich deine Fresse? Halten by itself means to hold something. But if we combine it with the really unpolite way of mouth, in this case, Fresse, it means to shut up, to hold your mouth. Endlich means finally. And just so you know, die Fresse is actually the snout of an animal. And if you use it for people, it makes it an insult. So it's like, shut up already. Next one. Oh, Senji, lang nicht gesehen. This one is something you should know by heart because it's just like an expression. Lang by itself comes from lange, means long. Nicht gesehen, from sehen to see. Of course, it's like long time no see. If you say it in a sentence and not in an expression, it would be like this. Wir haben uns für eine lange Zeit nicht gesehen. This is the long one. And if we cut off the noun, the long time, of course, we don't need the ending anymore because the ending of the adjective makes it what it is, lange Zeit. And we cut off the beginning, so we didn't see each other forever. This is cut off and we have the end. And this is how we go to this expression, lang nicht gesehen.